Hello everyone, good afternoon to all of you. Okay, hello everyone, you all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today we'll do the page replacement policies. Okay, so we'll take an example here and we'll try to do it first manually and later we'll compare with the values what we have got here. Right. So here is an example for the page replacement policy, right, which is done for FIFO and LRU, both of them. You see this first part. So this is done for FIFO and here is done for LRU. Okay, so we're going to take this example. So it's understood like T1 to T13. If you count here, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, this is a serial number. That's what we got for time T1, T2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 13 you got. Okay, so this way you'll get the question in your examination based on the page referencing and referencing time string, and they'll ask you for either first one FIFO or they'll ask you for second one LRU. Okay, so both of them we'll try to discuss now. Right, you all know that, right? What does FIFO mean? You all know. Just a second. So you all know what does FIFO mean, right? Yeah. So let us discuss the page replacement policies. So this page replacement policies. So we have first one, which is FIFO. It is first in, first out. The name itself says that first in, first out. So whichever is in first, the statements you should understand in this FIFO is which is first in. First point you should understand is first in to memory. Okay, so it will be leading to first out. So this was the fundamental concept what we need to understand. As the name itself will suggest that first in and first out. So here the question you can expect here is, so they are going to give you, if you see this question here, it's like this. They're going to give you page reference string. Okay, let us take one example of FIFO. So example of this FIFO. So this FIFO and all these things they are used in this virtual memory. Okay, in virtual memory concepts we use this page replacement policies. Let us take an example. Page string. Can you tell me some? You take any of the pages, whichever page you want. From this example, we have something here. Let us take a small example and then we'll try to understand this one. So, any one example you tell me, any one pages you tell me. Tell the page strings. You can tell me, you take 1 to 5, any number you tell any one of you. It's an important question, it will come around 10 marks. This. Tell the page strings. Any one of you?
2, 4, 5, sir.
Okay, 2, 4, 5. You can repeat them. Okay. Still some 4 more you tell.
Under 10 or under 5 only it should be, sir.
See, what will happen is, to understand the concept, right? We are trying to make it can be 10 also. We do not know, right? It cannot be repeated. It can be repeated. So we cannot say that. It depends on the complete operating system. So what we are trying to do here is, we are trying to take the number somewhere 1 to 5, which means these number of pages are repeating. You can take 1 to 10 page also. Nothing wrong in it. I'll just tell you the concept here, what exactly it is. So this is the memory. Okay, so this memory is being divided into segments. So let us say this part is offset segment. Okay, this can be data segment. This can be code memory. Like this, they'll divide the segment, right? After dividing segments, now this offset segment alone, if you take, one second, I'll show it here. This offset page only, if you take this again, it will be divided into pages. So page 1, page 2, page 3, like this. So before, what they are trying to do, they are trying to take this complete offset to the memory to process, or to the CPU to process. Now what they are doing is offset only I'll take, but whichever page is available I'll take page wise. Okay, so that it will reduce the load of the offset. I'll take, let us say, page 1 from here and page 2 from here, and I'll take somewhere from code, I'll take one more page also, I'll keep it in the buffer. So that's what they are trying to do. Okay, this is the basic concept. So that's why we are trying to take, let us say, 10 pages or 5 pages, like that. We are minimizing it because it will not take all the pages. So randomly it will take some 3 pages here and 3 pages from that, 3 pages from there, like that. Okay, so that's the reason, if you see any examples here, even you see the example here, it is 5 4 3 2 1 4 3 5 4. It's within 5. It's just to make us understand how the algorithm works. There is nothing else behind. Yeah, you tell the numbers now. I'll take the reverse order again. 5 4 2. Is it enough, or shall we complicate the example and we'll understand the bigger one? Is this okay, or we'll take one more? 0, let us say. Now, so we'll take the time string. Is that okay? The time string is default. It is T1, it is T2, it is T3, T4, T5, T6 and T7, which means at that corresponding time it will occur. So this is what they're going to give. And they'll ask you, see here, you can count here, this is frame 1 and this is frame 2, this is frame 3. So here, which is frame size is what? Frame size, which is equals to 3. Okay, it depends on the question again, what is the frame size? What about the frame size? Let us go with the 3 and let us do with 4 later. So this was the question. So which algorithm to use? Which page replacement policy to use? Which page replacement policy we are going to use is what? Which one we are using? We are using FIFO. Okay, so this is the input what they'll give, and they'll ask you like illustrate this one or explain this one or solve this one, something like that. Okay, now what we have to do here is we need to understand here the concept. So this is the memory window what we have. Yeah. So this is the memory window what we have. Okay, so this complete memory window is divided into frames, not the vertical frames. This is a timeline. Okay, this is the timeline. So let us say we have 7 timelines. So T1, T2, T3, T4, okay, T5, T6, T7. This many are enough, right? After that, there is no operations further. It's not shown. So this one we can eliminate that. So this till T7 we are trying to do. Okay, and now how much? This is about timeline. This is done. It's taken into consideration. That's what. There is no other use about it. Next is we have to process this page string. Before that, we should make the frame size 3. So which means this corresponding thing is divided into 3 frames. Let us say this can be the frame 3. You can take any order. It can be frame 1 also, as per you, it's okay. So this can be frame 2, and you can construct one more frame here. Okay, so this can be your page frame 1. So that's all the information from here. This also is done. Now This FIFO, what it has to do, where it will start from, will let us try to understand. Now initial conditions, sometimes some frames are loaded. Let us say here, for example, in this first frame at T1, okay, we may have something like 2, 4 and 5. They may be available, we don't know. Okay, or they can be empty. Let us assume like they didn't put anything, so let us assume like they are empty, like this it is. We are assuming it's an empty slot, nothing is allocated. Okay, now when you start this here, you take up with the strings 2, 4, 5, 5, 4, 2, 0 is what we have taken. Now let us start with the first one, 2. At this point we'll start. Now we need to find out whether it's coming in, this is coming under page hit or page fault. Okay, if let us say it is there like this before only, okay, before only 2 was available. If 2 was available here, then it will come as hit. H will write hit it is. Here it nothing is available, so we need to write it first time. So this is coming as a fault. Okay, so we can use any of the terminology. What we can do is you can use hit and star. Okay, here down to for reference, because finally we need to count what is the count in page hit. They are going to ask you what is page hit and what is total number of page fault. This number they may ask you, or the percentage they'll ask you. I'll show you that later. Is it clear? Now let us start with 2. Are you clear with the question what has been discussed till now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now let us begin. It's very simple. In order to struggle too much, so just very simple, you start with 2. Now initially we are assuming like everything is empty, nothing was there here. So we need to make sure that this 2 is not available. Now CPU has to directly access, let us say this is a CPU. The CPU has to directly access the hardware or hard disk. It has to access and get it. That's why it's called as page fault. Very simple. If it is available in this, it is hit. Not available, it's fault. Okay. Now it's available here or not available? 2. Not available.
Not
Correct?
available.
So not available, what we should do is we should make sure that we should enter to the frame like 2 we have entered here, which is not available, and we are making it as fault or hit.
Fault, sir.
Fault. It is fault. So fault I am writing in the star mark. Right? Hit I can write as H or I can write HIT. No problem. Depending on the space how you have. Now, so time T1 it is done. Right? Now it will go to this pointer time T2. Time T2 what will happen? 4 is there here or not there? Next time, right? This time T2. 4 is also not there. So this 2 will keep continuing because 2 other frames are free. So 2 will keep continuing. Okay, it may complete immediately, it may not complete immediately, we do not know. Correct? How much time T is taking, we do not know. Let us say we assume like this process T, this page number 2 will take four timelines to read or 5 timelines to read, we do not know. Okay, so it will keep continuing. So now we need to enter one more new column here. It is 4. At time T2 we need to enter 4 because that frame is correspondingly available freely. So it's hit or fault.
Fault, sir.
Fault. It is also fault again. Sorry, I'll use same color for fault, and hit I'll use the other color. So no problem. This for understanding we are writing it. Done. Now 4 is done. Now we'll go on to the next thing. Time T3 will go on. Time T3 we got 5. Now what to do? 2 and 4 will be occupied already. We have a space here. If you don't have a space here, then we need to replace the page. The page replacement algorithm has not started working yet. Okay. Now we get 5 here. The 5 is the new one, so we'll get the 5 here. Okay. In this case, 2 is the new entry and 4 is the new entry, 5 is the new entry. Now this also is page hit or page fault. This also is page fault.
Page fault,
This
sir.
also is page fault. We wrote it. Now you see this carefully. Now it is 5 only. Okay. Now if it is 5, we need to replace this page from T3 to T4 or no need to replace because 5 it required. So 5 it's available. Correct. It is there. 5 it is there. So no need to change anything. Copy as it is and you write as hit. So clear, page replacement has not started still. Okay, if instead of this I will change the question, let us say instead of 4 I'll make it 7. Now you see what will happen. Because 4 and 4 if I write, 4 and 2 if I write, what will happen? 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, it will become hit and nothing. Page replacement is not required at all. Okay, now I am just creating one environment here. Let us say this is 7 and this one I'll make it as 2, not 2, 0, 7, 0 and some other number we'll see and write it. Okay, we'll change this question. Yeah, now 7 if I am writing. Now you see this one here, FIFO has to work now. The page replacement, I should replace one of them to accommodate 7. Now where to accommodate is what is the question. Okay, so now
sir.
2, it's simple because 2 has first entered here. You see this
Arrived
frame.
first.
Yeah, arrived first. So this 2 has to get eliminated. So this 2 has to be replaced by 7. So replace 2 by 7. Rest all will remain same. 4 will remain in its place and 5 will remain in its place. Done. So this is hit or fault?
Fault,
Not
sir.
there, fault. Done. Now 7 also is done. So this is at T4 and this is at T5. Now at T6, 0 we got. Now 0 is available here.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Not available.
4.
So not available.
Yes,
What
sir.
we should do is, this frame is already recently came 7. Now which one is next? See, it's very simple. You should go frame by frame. Frame 1 is done. Next go for frame 2. Next go for frame 3. Now we should go for frame 2 because 4 has first in compared to all the 5, 4 and 7. You see 7 has taken only one timeline. 4 has taken 4 timelines. 5 has taken 3 timelines. That is technically to understand. Simple to understand is start with frame 1, strike off it. If it is done, strike with frame 2. If it is done, strike with frame 3. Again after frame 3, come back to frame 1 and strike it off. So like that we can do it. Now 4 we are striking off. Enter. Enter which one? Replace that page 4 by page 0. 5 will continue and 7 will continue. Now you tell me any number here, whichever you want to understand. I'll write that and we'll see that.
1, sir.
1 if you want to write. So let us say if I write here 1. Now 1 I should replace. So if you see this, which one is coming next? Frame 1, frame 2 over. Defaultly go to frame 3. Technical to understand, you check 5, 0 and 7. 0 it has taken only one timeline. 7 has taken 2 timelines and 5 has taken 4 timelines. Because 5 has came at T3 only. If you want to technically understand, 5, 0 and 7. You check out the time. 5 came at T3. 0 came at T6, 7 came at T5. Which one is first in this two? Out of these two, first is what? First is at time T3, which is 5. So you should also explain this. So replace 5 by 0 at time T7. Okay, like that you should explain that. So page 5 you replace by 1 and remaining it will remain same. 0 and 7 it will remain as is. Is that clear? Now what we'll do is we'll enhance this string. We'll increase the length of the string and increase the timeline and increase the frame size also, and let us see what will happen. Before that we'll see this example. If you can see this fine, it is good enough to, you can try to slightly zoom in at this position. We are trying to see only FIFO. At this location you please zoom in and make your screen adjusted so that it will be visible clearly for you, and we'll see the algorithm, how it's working. So we are good to go now. So FIFO, you see this here. This is allocation equals to 3, which means allocation equals to 3 means frame size is 3. Frame 1, frame 2 and frame 3 like this. Okay. Allocation equals to 4. So this what? Same thing, same question we are doing with frame size 3 and frame size 4. Correct? Now initially what they are assuming, 5 was available, they assumed, because before only it is available. So 5 they wrote here, this 5 they wrote, I'll write here with red color. I'll use red color here for fault and you will use the green color for hit. So green was, yeah, green we can use for hit. Okay, now this 5 is correspondingly available, so it is hit. Okay, 4 was not there. Initially they are assuming like that 5 was there. If you feel like no sir, everything is blank, then you also make that corresponding 5 as star mark here. Okay, it's up to you. Just this example they have shown like 5 was available. That's why they didn't wrote fault, they wrote hit. Is it visible clearly to you? Any problem? You can see that, right? No problem with visibility.
No, sir.
Yeah, fine. You zoom in and adjust only this much frame. This much is enough. LRU we'll see later. Okay. Now 4 is not available. Next is 4 here. I am taking this 4. Corresponding 4 I am taking. Is not there. So I am making star mark here. Star here is like your star here is like I'll use only one color better. Star here is fault. Whichever is star here is fault. And just mark it. Let us see here. This star is later. Okay, now let us try to see that. Now next is what? 4 is done. So initially first 3, if they are different, defaultly it will come like this. 5, 4 and 3, it will come directly, it came, and it will continue. 5 will continue and 4 also will continue. This continuing. Still here there is no doubt. Till this point there is no doubt in the algorithm. Is that clear? It will go default. Now at this position 2 we got. This position 2 we got. Now 2 we got here. We have to replace the page. So replace this 5. Replace this 5. Replace this 5 and write 2 here. 4 and 3 will be same. As 2 we are writing here by replacing it, and it is not hit. It is a fault. So star mark was there here. So 2 is done. Next go to 1. 1 also we should replace. So 5 is done. Now replace this 4 and write 1 here. Rest all 3 and 2 will remain same. So 3 here and 2 here will remain same. This also is not there. So page fault, star mark I have written. Next we should go for 4. 4 you should replace the next page 5. 3. Replace it, enter 4 and 1 will 2 will continue as it is. So star mark here because it is not available. Okay. And next is 3. So 3 was available in that, not available. So which one to replace? So frame 1, frame 2, frame 3 over. Now which one is recent in this? The frame 1, this is the recent one, 2. So replace that 2 and write 3 here. Then 4 and 1 will continue as it is. Any doubts here till so far?
No, sir.
No, right. So this frame, which one we replaced here? This frame we replaced. Okay. So next is 5. When you are writing 5, you replace the frame. Next frame you replace this and write 5. 5 we wrote. Next is 4. 4 is already available here. 4 is available here. As 4 is available, we'll write same as it is. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3. We wrote same as it is, and there is no star mark here. It's a hit. Okay. And there till now this is the first hit. Apart from this, let us say this is a hit here. This is the second hit. Now, next here is 3. If you are writing 3 here, we should replace now. Or no need to replace. No need to replace here. This also is hit. As it is, we are writing 4, 5, 3. We wrote here also as it is. Now 2 we are writing. So 2 we have to replace because 2 is not available. So we replaced by frame 1, frame 2. Now replace the frame 3. Or other way to say, you check up 4, 5, 3. Which one is first entered? 4, 5, 3. 3 has entered first, or 4 has entered. 4 has entered here, right? So replace this 4 and write 2. So it is 2, 5, 3, right? Now 2 is not there, so it is a red colored mark, which is star mark we made here. It's a fault. Next is 1. 1 is not available. So which one to replace? Frame 1, 2, 3 over. Frame 1, 2, 3 over. Again come to first frame. Or you check up 2, 5 and 3. Which one is coming first? 3 is coming first. So replace 3 by 1. So we wrote that. So 2, 5, 1 is available. Now 5 we got. 5 is already available. So this also will be hit. Now from this problem, what is that you are expected to find, you know? From this problem, what is the count of page hit? What is the count of page hit? So page hit is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So page hit is 4. Okay. And what about page? What about the count of page fault? Page fault. So obviously out of T1 to T13, 13 minus 4, it will be 9 if you count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. If you want to count the percentage of page hit and fault, so percentage of that if you want to find, so that percentage of page hit if you want to find, it's equals to page hit count divided by number of total reference. This reference it is I'm writing reference time string, number of reference time string. So what to write now? Number of reference time string. Number one second. Number of reference time string is how much it is? 13, right? So number of this is total number of page hit is what? Page hit is 4 and divided by this number of reference here. This reference T1 to T13, right? So T13 and into 100. How much it will come? That we are page hit percentage. So 4 by 13 into 100. Similarly, page fault percentage. So page fault percentage, if you want to count, that will be equals to 9 by 13 into 100. If we find out this percentage, that will be the hit ratio. This will be the fault ratio. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you take your own white sheet and you try to do it with 4 frames. See, initially here it is hit, here it is hit, here it is hit, here again it's no, here no hits again for the 3 hits here. 1, 2, 3, only 3 hits we got. So this for this problem, for this one, the frame size is 4. We get 3 by 13 into 100 and we get 10 by 13 into 100. So this is the page hit ratio, this hit ratio, and this is the fault ratio. Okay, same algorithm, same. So initially 5432 was there, right? 5432, it will go like this as it is. Up to here the page replacement policy will not come into picture. Now at this next position 54321 we got. Now page replacement has to start. Replace this 5 by 1. Okay, so next again 4 is there, 4 is available. After 4 3 is available. After 3 5 is not available. So 5 is not available means what we should do? We should replace. Frame 1 is replaced. Now frame 2 will replace, right 5. Same everything, but one more frame extra we have. Next this is continuing and 5 is done. Next 4 3. 4 is not there, so replace this frame 3 and write 4. Okay, it is done. After that 3, replace this 2 and replace 3 here. And then 2 1 5 is available. 2 is not there, so replace this corresponding frame 1. Write 2. Next replace second frame, write 1. If it's not available, next replace next frame and write 5. So like that we can able to find out hit ratio and fault ratio. Is this clear? Allocation is equals to 4 is clear. Okay, same kind of question is given for you for an assignment called higher order thinking assignment, so that you can do it by your own and practice it. Okay, so this is one of the problem on FIFO. FIFO is clear. FIFO only thumb rule is very simple to make you understand. Yes, is blindly replace frame 1 first. If it is done, go for frame 2. If it is done, go for frame 3. Only condition is if that is not available. If the corresponding number is not available, you should do that. That's simple as it. Okay. You please note down as per your reference some short points, because there is a confusion between FCFS, LCN, and RR. Okay, and SRN, right? And followed by now FIFO. This is in your different module, you leave it. This is a different module, module 3. FIFO, and one more thing is least LRU. Okay, so LRU is what we are going to see. Now we are going to see the next one. So what is this LRU, you know? Any idea? Least recently used. This LRU stands for next one we are trying to do. If you don't have any doubts, we'll start next one. I'll just tell you the technique in that, rest all you can do it. So LRU, the name itself will suggest you the meaning of the algorithms. L is least, R is recently, least recently used. That's what this LRU, least recently used. So if you say some, for example, if you have the strings like this 7 1 2 3 2 4, something like this is there. Okay. Now frame size is, let us say, 4. Now 7 will come, 1 will come, 2 will come, 3 will come. So until here there is no page replacement policy coming into picture. Now 2 comes here now. So this is the problem here for us. Now how to handle this? One example you see, rest all you can understand. Now 2 we got. Let us say this way it is frame size. 4, 1, 2. Roughly I am showing it. I will show you the detailed way. Okay, this is 7 will come here, 1 will come at this point, 2 will come at this point, and 3 will come at this point, because all of them are different. So 7 will keep continuing, 7 will keep continuing, 1 also will continue, 2 also will continue. Until here there is no page replacement policy coming up. Okay, now in case of FIFO, what you are going to do, you are going to delete the 7 default. Now what is going to get deleted or getting replaced, we are going to see. Okay, at this point what you should do is, listen carefully. I'm talking about LRU, forget some time for FIFO. At this point you take the set of 3, 2, 1 and 7. All these 4 you take into consideration. After that, from this you check backwards. Sorry, one second. Let this. After that, what you need to do is you check the frame here. So from this you check backwards. Which one is least recently used from that? Okay, least, before what we are checking, you are checking the timeline. Now which one is least recently used? What is the meaning of that? You take 3. 3 is very recent. Okay, after that 2. So 2 is somewhat older than 3. 1 is still older than 2. Now least is what out of this? The 7 is the least. Okay, now you should replace this 7 by 2. Get this 2. Then 1, 2, sorry, 2 already available, right? So no need to replace here. Sorry, I'll my mistake. So I'll make it 5. 2 is already available. Sorry, I'll make it 5. So this instead of 2, I'll make it 5. Okay, 5, 1, 2. So can we see example now? So next is 4. We're coming on to 4 now. Now tell me what to do now. 4 we got. Hello? Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now 4. Now it will come least as 1. It looks similar to FIFO, but there is some difference is there in that. Let us take one example and try to do it. LRT. Okay. So preferably we take an example what is given here for a small example in textbook. So let us see that they are given 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay, this example we can take, or we'll take something 3 and 4 also, something here. Now this is timeline. In order to understand its default, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8 and T9, and we'll take up the frame size, number of frames as 3. We'll take it up and we'll try to use LRU. So this is the inputs what we have got. No, sorry. So let us begin the frame size here. Just a minute. There is some delay here. Yeah, this is good enough, right? Yeah. So let us begin now. The frame size will take up. So frame size is 3, right? So timelines is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 9. So this one is good enough. This frame size 3 and this is 2 and this is for 1. Okay, our table is done, drawn. Now we can begin the algorithm. Okay, now whichever is entering here, you see this one at time 0 we are entering. So let us say this is your frame 3 and this is frame 2 and frame 1. Okay, now you need to enter the values here. when you're entering the values into this, so you start entering the values 0. So 0 is hit or fault?
Fault, sir.
Fault.
Fault, sir.
Fault. So fault we are going to write star mark. Okay. So 0 will continue next timeline. So 1 has to enter. 1 will enter here. 0 will continue. This also is fault. No doubt in it. Right. Next again 0. Again 0. 0 1 only will continue. So this is hit. Correct. At this time we are now. Okay. Now we are coming to this timeline 2. So 2 has to come. So 2 is not there. We'll enter that. 1 and 0 will continue. And this is fault. Okay. Now moving on to 0. Moving on to 0. It will continue. 0, 1, 2. It will continue. This is hit. So till now the page replacement policy is not required for us to use. Okay. So next is 1. So 1 also is available. It will continue. So 2, 1, 0. It will continue. It's also hit. Next is 2 again. 2 is also available. So 2, 1, 0. It will continue. This is also hit. Next coming up here. Coming up now here. You check this one at this point. We have to use the page replacement policy. That is LRU we should use. Okay. LRU we need to check for this condition. At this condition we need to check. 2, 1 and 0 are there. 2, 1 and 0. So from here at this timeline, you count towards this side. Check towards this side. 2. 2 we got here. Then 1. 1 we got here and 0 we got here. In this 3, which one is towards the left side? Which one is towards the left side least? That we should replace. So which one we should replace now? 2, 1 and 0.
0, sir.
0.
0 we need to replace. So exactly we need to replace the 0 and we should write 3 here and then 1 and 2 will continue as it is. Okay. Next iteration. This is hit or miss it is. Sorry, hit or fault.
Fault,
When
sir.
you are
Fault.
replacing, it's fault. Done. Now next is 4. Now 4, if you are coming up at this point here, when you are coming to this point correspondingly 4. So what it has, again it has to apply the page replacement policy. Okay, it has to check for LRU. Now it will search for the search operation, which means from here on which one is least it will search for. Now which all things are available? 2, 3 and 1. So 2, 3 and 1. These 3 are available. 3 is there, 2 is there and 1 is there. So defaultly 1 has to get replaced. Correct? So 1 will get replaced. It's looking similar to FIFO as of now. Okay, I'll change you the modifications. I'll do it here and let us understand how it works. Now it is 4, this is 2 and it is 3. So this also is a fault. Now you tell me any of the numbers. Let us expand this problem and try to understand this, what is happening. Any numbers you tell me. You tell any of the numbers. Let us say 1 we got. 2, 3, 4. Or which one will take? Now 0 is appearing now. Let us say 0 is appearing and 1 is appearing. Let us think that this example. Now in case of 0 appearing here, it will start checking for this side 0 in this corresponding timeline. So 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. You see this here? 4, 3 and 2. So it should replace the least one, which is least 2. So replace this 2 by 0 and 4 and 3 will continue. This also is a fault. Next is 1. 1 coming up now. 1 coming up, 0, 4, 3 are there. Now 0, 4 and 3. So these 3 are there. Which one we should replace? Least one. 3. We'll replace 3. It will be 1. It will be 4. It will be 0. As of now, this functionality of this is same as before. Right? If you see this frame like this is going on. So one more iteration if you take to understand what was happening. Which number shall we take? 1, 0, 0, 4, 1. Okay. Now if you want to replace 0, then what we'll do is which number if you take, we can understand that. So okay, you understood this concept, right? So no need to complicate it too much. This is clear. So we got the replacement here. This is now check the fault hit ratio. Hit ratio is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4 by 11 into 100 is your hit percentage, and your fault percentage will be equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 by 11 into 100. So this way you can able to find the fault percentage and the hit percentage. So to explain it in detail based on the timelines what is happening. Okay. So let us go here and see quickly what is happening with this LRU. 5 was available. So 5 you can zoom in at this position. LRU you can please zoom in at this example. Frame size 3. So 5 entered, 4 entered, 3 entered. Up to this point, there is no requirement for the any of the page replacement policy to apply. Just 1 second. So I need to change the color here, so it's not appearing. So if you zoom in and clearly watch it, so that meanwhile I'll just change it quickly. Yeah. Okay, up to this point, what we are trying to do here, up to this point, the page replacement policy is no need to appear at the as of now. So now here we want to replace 2. So 2, if you want to replace, what we are trying to do, we have to check 3, 4, 2. 3, say 2, 3, 4. So 4 is the one we have to replace. Correct? No, sorry, 3, 4, 5. Check 3, 4, 5. So 5 we have to replace. So 5 we replaced and we are coming to 2. This one will entering. And after that next iteration we have to enter to 1 we have to enter. So 1 we have to enter, we should check for this one, which is 3, 4, 2. 3 is here, 4 is here and 2 is here. So 4 is the old one. So 4 will replace and write 1. And next is 4. 4 again it's coming. 4 it's coming means you should check for 3, 1, 2. Check for 3, 1, 2. Which one is 3, 1, 2? 3, 1, 2. Which one is least? 3 is the least one. Where is 3? Here 3. So replace 3 by 4. Okay, now after this 4 we entered, 3 we have to come enter here 3. So 3 if you want to enter here, now you check which one you have to replace out of this 4, 1, 2. 4, 1, 2. 2 is the least one. So 2 we are trying to do and replace, we get 3. Next. So next 3 is done. Next we go to 5. So 5 we are coming up here. Which one we are replacing? In 4, 1, 3. 4, 1, 3. We should replace the least one, which is 1. 5 we are replaced. Now here you carefully observe. 4, 5, 3 is continuing because 4 is already there. It is going to continue as it is. And next 3 is also there. It will continue as it is. And next 2 we have here. So 2 if you want to replace here, which one to replace? From this 4, 5, 3. From this 4, 5, 3, 5 is the recent one. 5 is the older one. So replace this 5 by 2. As you can clearly observe here the change in the FIFO and LRU. In case of FIFO, 3 will get replaced. Now in the case of LRU, 5 got replaced. Now from this point of time, if you observe carefully, you'll understand the LRU algorithm. Before, least one is 3, but now in case of LRU, which one has appeared least, which one is appeared at least, that we have replaced. So 5 is appearing least out of 4 and 3. See here, 5, 4 and 3. So 3 is here, 4 is here, 5 is here. Okay, 3 may repeat here, don't mind about that. So 5 is the least one out of it. So 5 replaced by 2. After 2 we have 1 and 5. So 1 when you want to replace, you check out 4 is the least one. So 4 we replace, we got 1. And 2 if you want to continue, 2 will continue here as it is. Actually here there is a mistake, right? Oh sorry, it's not 2, it's 5 here. So 5 they are correct only. Okay. Now like this what they did is they did some analysis. 1 second. So they did some analysis. What is that with LRU and FIFO? They did some analysis and what they found here you try to understand. So sorry, not this one. Yeah, they did some analysis and they understood like this LRU works faster. Not fast. Actually, this is the best one they felt. But what's the problem in this? What was the problem in this LRU? Okay, which means it is best, not sorry, fast is the best one to use. Okay, but what's the, this is the plus point of this. And what's the negatives of this? It is very slow. Why? Because it will start the searching. You start searching which one to remove, which one is least, right? Which one is least to find out, which one is least to find out. It will take a lot of time in searching, so it will make the process slow. Okay, so this one is comparatively slow than FIFO. Okay, this is LRU is time consuming. This LRU is what is taking more time, so it's time consuming. Okay, so this was the problem in the LRU case. Okay, they did some analysis of this FIFO page replacement and page fault characteristics of LRU. They checked it here. So this virtual memory manager cannot use FIFO policy. So this policy is cannot be able to use by virtual manager. So this one we cannot able to use, and this one is slow and time consuming. Okay, it will increase the allocation to process, may increase page fault frequency process. Actually, there is one more process we have in your textbook. Okay, but they didn't kept in syllabus actually, so that one is a bit better than these two, I feel. Okay, so let me just check that name of that what we have. Yeah, one more thing, LRU and optimal page replacement policy also is there, but they're not shown that optimal. Okay, page replacement policy, they are not showing that in your syllabus part, so no need to take out that. So this is the conclusion of the page replacement policy. And moving on, just we have this example, you can check it out when you're free. So that's all about LRU and page replacement policies. And just 2 points I just want to conclude here after this. These all are extra slides, yeah. So next is what we have is, so we have virtual memory in Unix and Linux. So virtual memory in how it's happening in Unix and virtual memory in Linux we have. So these two let us see, and these two are there mentioned in your textbook. It's not there for your syllabus. Okay, let us see the case studies on Unix, how the virtual memory is managed, and Linux, how it is managed. Okay. So Unix, you see the virtual memory management. So this paging technique, what we have used, right? So that will be differed in architecture for Unix. I'm talking about Unix operating system. So paging hardware, which is different to that of architecture, what they have designed and what hardware we are proposing. An operating system, it is different, which means it will not suit for this Unix. And page cannot be resident or unaccessed or swapped out. We cannot able to swap any pages. We cannot able to do anything of that kind for the pages. Okay. Allocation of little swap space is possible. So we can able to allocate some swap in, swap out, like swap in and swap out we do, right? Swap in and swap out we do with virtual memory, right? So this was slightly possible in this. Okay, and lack reference bit in some hardware architecture. So as you told here, right? So we don't have that kind of referencing in hardware. So that is not possible properly to use in Unix. Which one to use? Virtual memory to use in Unix. So this is the thing. Then process can fix some pages in the memory. So page out, if you want to do, we should use the clock algorithm. Page in and page out, if you are trying to use, if you are trying to swapping, we should use some algorithm called as clock algorithm. It will allocate some time, after that it has to return back, so something like that. So swap out a process if all required pages cannot be in memory. In one memory, let us say we cannot able to accommodate all the things, then correspondingly you can take it out and swap out. You can do that. Possibility is there in Unix. And swap in, when you come to swap in is priority used in to avoid starvation. Swap in they are not using, but swap out can be used. That's all about your Unix operating system. How to use this kind of virtual memory in Unix. Let us go and check for Linux. So Linux, what we can understand here, Linux, what we can understand is, yeah, the page size is 4K. The page size is 4K means 2 power 2 into what is 1K, 2 power 10, which will give you around 2 power 12 number of lines it will come for that paging. Okay, 12 bits it will have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 zeros up to 12 ones. So up to this way we can able to have the page access. The page numbers can have in this range for the 4K. And on case of 64-bit architectures, use of 3-level page table, we are going to use 64-bit architecture, we are going to use 3-level page levels. 3 page levels we have in that corresponding architecture, because 64-bit, so how much is 64? 2 power, how much is 64? What is the value of x? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. The 2 power 6 around, right? But whereas in case it is requiring 12 number of bits here, but we have only 6 bits here. Okay, so 6 into 2 we can use it as 12, or we can use 4 into 3, we can use it as 12. So that's why 3 level they made, we can use in 2 level or we can use in 3 level, something like that. So almost we have done. Close other 5 minutes, we'll conclude that today. Yeah. So states for page frames. We have free frame, active frame, inactive frame, dirty frame, like inactive laundry, laundered and inactive clean. So all that stages we have in this. Okay. And the page replacement based on here also, if you want to replace any page in or replace any page out, we need to use clock algorithm. Okay. Uses two lists called as active list and inactive list it will maintain. And it will also make sure that it will do the allocator for allocating page frames. So we have to allocate any page frames. We have seen, right, page frames here like this. If you want to allocate this corresponding frame, we use something called as allocator. Use something called as allocator. Several virtual memory regions for process are what? Zero filled or file backed or private memory, any of this. So this is the brief idea they are trying to give you, how this Unix or how the Linux is going to use the virtual memory space. So briefly, if you can prepare about 5 marks or something, then this much is done. So this summary, this memory is divided into page fragments, and we use memory management unit, and we use virtual memory manager we use, and all that. So that's about your how we are going to use the memory in virtual memory in case of Unix and in case of Linux. Okay, so with that note, I'll conclude the module 3, and we'll have a revision class of that in the next week. Okay, so any doubts or any particular problems you want to discuss on this, you please let me know. We'll discuss of that corresponding. You take an example and tell me that this problem, you tell me how do we do it. We'll take up that and we'll do it. Okay, or any other topics you want me to repeat, you tell me, I'll repeat that. Okay, with this note, we'll conclude for today. And in the next class, we'll have an idea about file systems. So we'll discuss on files. So file system, we are going to discuss how to allocate the files and how to do the paging part and all that. So we're going to discuss the next module from next class. If you do not have any doubts, if you have a doubts, we'll continue that and we'll discuss. So next class, probably tomorrow, we're going to discuss on files. Okay, this is your module 4 about files and its operations. We'll discuss. I will tell you till where to study from that. That much is good enough about the file operations. Okay. So any other topics you want me to do it in third module or second module for related to second IA, you tell me, we can revise that. But this week we'll complete the syllabus. Next week full we have time to discuss whatever you want. Okay. So thank you all. With that note, I'll end up the presentation here. Any questions or queries, you please tell me. Anyone? Any queries? Any questions? You got idea about FIFO and LRU?